Stop drinking just pure water. It may sound healthy, but it's not. It actually dehydrates you. When you drink pure water with zero minerals, you dilute your blood and you pull minerals out of your cells. Instead of hydrating, you are dehydrating. Hydration is not just about water. It is also about electrolyte balance. Your body needs sodium, potassium, and magnesium to absorb the water. So here's what you should do at home. Add a pinch of sea salt or Himalayan salt and a little bit of baking soda and a squeeze of lime or lemon into your drinking water. This is a natural electrolyte drink you can make without the fake colors and the fake sugar. And bonus tip, most of your water should come from structured water. This means water and hydration from fruits, from coconut water, and from soups and bone broths. This is the kind of hydration that actually fuels your body and penetrates your cells. So stop chugging gallons of empty water and start hydrating properly from now on. Stop.
So let's talk about that, right? I've been following Jerome for a while. I love his training methodology and a lot of things that he says, his philosophy on life. However, I gotta disagree with you on this one. Now, he says pure water with no minerals in it. Well, the only kind of water that has no minerals in it is distilled water. And I wanted to do this video because a while back I saw Julian Brown, Mr. Plastiline himself. He was on the We in Miami podcast, and he was talking about how you shouldn't drink distilled water because it leaches minerals from the body. And for the longest time, I have heard people say that, and it's just so untrue. It's crazy. Because what none of these people ever mention is that there are two types of minerals there are organic and inorganic minerals. And your body, my body, human bodies can only use and only assimilate organic minerals. And those come from fruits and vegetables. You can say what you want, but they come from fruits and vegetables. And if you're getting them from an animal source, it's because that animal either ate some fruits or vegetables or they ate another animal that ate fruits and vegetables. Like just the same way our bodies don't create majority of the minerals that we need, they are also not eating, their bodies don't make those minerals either. That's why we have to go out and eat things in order to remain healthy. Because if our bodies did that all on its own, then we wouldn't even need to eat. What would be the purpose? There would be none. So that's facts. And when it comes to the distilled water, right? Distilled water has a negative molecular charge. And it works in the same way as grounding. When you go outside with no shoes on and you put your feet on the earth, okay, you get that electrical charge from the earth. But another great benefit that comes with uh, grounding is that it pulls all those free radicals, all those free roaming protons with that positive charge out of the body. And we all know, excuse me, we all know that free radicals cause, you know, stress, okay, cellular damage, gnarly things like that to the body. So, yeah, it's best to get those stuff out of the body. And you can do that with grounding. And so, distilled water works in a similar way as it is going to leach minerals from the body, but it's not just pulling the minerals that you need out of your cells. That's just not what happens in real life. What's actually happening is that the distilled water with a negative charge is going to go in the body and find things that are inorganic and have a positive charge because we've been programmed to think that, positive good, negative bad. But in the real world, in nature, when we go outside, negative is good and positive is bad. Like everything is flipped, right? Turned upside down, as above, so below. But if you know then you know. So the distilled water is actually going to go in and find those inorganic substances, the things that shouldn't even be in your body. But, based on, the chemtrails and all the chemical sprays that people love to use, whether it's perfume or Febreze and, chemicals and processed foods and all these different things that we have to deal with. Okay. There's a lot of stuff in and up in people's bodies that should not be there. And the distilled water helps to attract it, bind to it, and take it out of the body, therefore cleansing you. Now, he said something about the minerals and electrolytes that you need for hydration. Hydration does not exist without minerals. So, with that being said, distilled water is not going to be a hydrative water. Me personally, I would recommend using it more so since it's void of the minerals. It has a lot of space to receive. So you could use it to make tea. You could use it for at home enemas. You could use it for cleaning, things of that nature. But to be honest, I have, for the most part, only ingested, only bought when it comes to water, distilled water since 2017. And I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing okay. you know, um, either I choose to not really drink water because it's kind of a waste of time. I like to get the biggest nutritional bang for my buck. So I'm just going to get the fruits and vegetables, juice those, and drink juice because it's got the nutrients in there. It's got you know, um, the cleansing effects. It's got the detoxification effects. And like he said, the best water to drink is structured water, which is H3O2 rather than regular water, which is H2O. You got the extra oxygen, you got the extra hydrogen, which is going to help with cell permeability, getting the nutrients into the cell, getting the good things into the cell to feed it. Okay, it's going to be more hydrative. It's going to help with detoxification and healing of your body. So, yes, you should be, for the most part, if you're even going to drink anything, you should be focused on a structured water. Now, you don't have to get structured water from fruits and vegetables. I just say it's going to be the best, most natural source for you. But there's ways to make structured water. I'm sure you can find it. There's different companies that have various methods. But you got to do that research for yourself and find something that feels right within self. So yeah, I mean, other than that, I really don't have a problem with anything he's saying. It's just that distilled water aspect, the pure water with no minerals in it, like he said. There's a lot of people who talk about it and they just never really get it right. So I just want to be that, that counter voice, to be like, hey, it's not necessarily true, but that guy does know what he's talking about in a lot of other, with a lot of other things, like adding a sprinkle of salt to your water, putting a little baking soda in there, a little squeeze of lemon or lime. Not only is it going to add minerals, which is going to increase how hydrating the water that you drink is, but it's also going to increase the alkalinity of the water. You also have the citric acid in there and those enzymes from the fruit, which is going to help to break down things in your GI tract when you drink it. So, I mean, for the most part, like everything he said in this video is spot on. So, like, I'm not coming here to say he's an idiot or anything. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's not what men do. Okay. So it's the wrong channel for that type of content. But yeah, when it comes to distilled water, I will stand tall and defend distilled water because technically your body distills water. Like technically juice is distilled water. Now, yeah, it's going to end up with minerals back in it, but the water that you get, during the growing process, it distills that water and then it adds back to it. just like with your urine, just like with the blood, just like with the the plasma. It's like it's all kind of different forms of distilled water, right? But yeah, great video. Go check out his channel. Check out my channel, and that's all I had to say. I will check y'all out. Catch you in the next video. Peace.